Welcome to Guru Trader video for Tuesday, October the 12th, 2010. Here's the 8 market movers that we're following today. 1 new symbol, 7 follow-ups. On the TSX Venture, following up on symbol USA, US Silver Corp 47 up 3. On the TSX, following up on UUU Uranium One Inc 370 up 6. And GBG, Great Basin Gold Limited 272 up 15. And on the NASDAQ, new symbol ESLR Evergreen Solar Inc 91 up 19. Following up on SIRI, Sirius XM Radio 132 down 2, and also on the NASDAQ following up on JASO, JA Solar Holdings Company Limited 933 down 9, and on the AMEX following up on HDY Hyperdynamics Corp 319 up 19, and lastly also on the AMEX following up on VHC VirnetX Holding Corp 1631 up 56. Let's take a closer look at these stocks. Alright, first stock we're looking at today, USA on the TSX Venture, US Silver Corp 47 up 3, 6% move, almost 2 million shares. Stock made a new 52-week high. Previous 52-week high was 46 cents, which did on October the 7th. Keep in mind the low is on March 26th was at 15 cents, but it's had a nice build over the summer here. Looked into the fundamentals of this a little closer. We actually might make this one of our top 30 small caps. If you look under here, top 30 small caps. We like everything about this. Technically, the low price, the volume. It's a $118 million company, little top heavy with 252 million shares outstanding. It's in a nice trading range, good build, but if you look fundamentally, this one actually has, we looked at their, the second quarter results. It has actual bullion production. It's a pure silver play. We like silver even more than gold. If you read our article under our Small Cap Stock Observer December 1 last year, you'll see where we talk about the gold-silver ratio and how that's should be in silver's favor during the later parts of a bull market. I'm not saying we're in the later parts, but anyway, sure enough, that ratio's been tightening in from 70. It's now down to under 60. I think someone said it was 58 now was the gold-silver ratio. Anyway, they reported on August 19th, cash flow 4.9 million, 2.5 million in the quarter, cash on hand, revenue 29.5 million year to date, 14.5 million in the quarter, earnings 600,000 year to date, 200,000 in the quarter, silver production 563,291 ounces in the quarter, and almost 1.2 million ounces year to date. I'd look more into their financials. I'd find out what some analysts are saying about the company. I don't see any major coverage on the stock, but there may be some. If you look under our analyst or our earnings tabs, you may find some more on that. Like I said, we're just doing our homework on that one, and this one may actually become one of our top 30 small caps, and this is our third post since 24.5 cents on May the 12th. So okay, following up also on the TSX, UUU Uranium One Inc 370 up 6, 3.2 million. The 52-week high was 374. Broke that today. The low was 197, and actually I think it was the let's see, on UUU, this is our fifth post since 3:37 on November 14th of 2009. Then we didn't say anything about them all the way until $2.86 on July the 12th, which is right around here. It's right when it made this, what we sort of looks like a double bottom, and then moved up, and sure enough it's been trending up since then. Now this is not a micro cap. It's a $2 billion company now. It has real revenues and earnings, and it's a pure uranium play as far as I know. Anyway, the trend still looks good. And I just wanted to comment because they did have notes here. This Uranium One announces change in interest rate for a convertible debenture due 2015. I think the rate got changed from 7.5% to 5%. That doesn't seem like that big of a major change, but anyway, stock's trending, so it made a new high again, so I thought you should comment on it. Also on the TSX, if you're looking for another gold play, there's so many of them out there right now, and we tend to like the smaller ones before they get to this price level. But anyway, GBG, Great Basin Gold's been doing well for us. 272 up another 15 cents. Almost 6% move, 2.5 million shares traded. Mentioning it because it also made another 52-week high today, which it did September 22nd at 262, pulled back, breaking out again. Now the 52-week low October 30th of last year was $1.49 and traded as high as 278 today, so another 52-week high. And there's more updates on their Burnstone mine project. I think that's in South Africa. They talk about the updating their indicated gold equivalent ounces. Yeah, Burnstone Gold Project, South Africa. So, good little, that's a producer, mid-tier, 960 million, just under $1 billion market cap, and we've commented on that one. This is our third post since $1.69 on May 21st. So moving on, this is a new symbol, ESLR on the NASDAQ, Evergreen Solar Inc. I noticed a lot of the solar stocks are popping right now. Every time oil gets over $80 and the trend looks good, these solar stocks seem to come to life. I think it's ASTI is another one that Berkshire Hathaway, one of their companies that they're invested in, is getting involved with that ASTI. But it was almost $6 a share and looked good. So I tend to like to point out the smaller priced ones. So this one here is 91 cents, up 19 cents, 27% move, almost 12 million shares have traded, $192 million market cap. Now the 52-week high on this actually was $1.87 on January the 11th. Now it slid down. So one thing I'm wondering here, is this a saucer? We're really not going to know till it gets through $1 here, but if the trend's changing here, maybe it is. So let's look at the longer term chart. The other reason I want to mention this stock is today they put out news, Evergreen Solar to display made in USA, Sirius string ribbon solar panels at Solar Power International, Los Angeles. That didn't really interest me, but I noticed one down here. Yeah, Evergreen solar panels powering 220 kilowatt installation at Carlson Orchards. I think it's a very largest producing apple cider farm. They produce apples, nectarines, and it's a big farm in Massachusetts and near where they, I think, produce these solar panels. Interesting read there if you want to look at that news release. But anyway, let's just look at this news release here and look at the longer term trend on this stock. Okay, there's the 5-year. Now this stock, keep in mind, this thing was 15 bucks and basically blew up. So I'm not trying to say it's going back there, but I'm trying to identify if there's a saucer here in the chart, and it's really, until we get through $1, we won't really know. But anyway, it looks good today. Let's see if there's any follow through on that one. And on the NASDAQ, SIRI again, Sirius XM Radio. Everybody knows who Sirius XM Radio is, satellite radio. Now they're a $5 billion company now, so not a micro cap, but lower price stocks, so we're going to follow them. And this is our, let me see here, Sirius, this is our 15th post and 73 cents on January the 20th. And we actually made it one of our top 30 stocks on May the 21st at 94 cents. Again, if you look under our top 30 stocks, top 30 small caps. So Sirius is on there. When it dipped back then in May, we added them. And so now mentioning them because they're breaking out another 52-week high, 29 million. That's not even above average volume for the stock, but as the price gets higher, obviously that volume is going to go down because in dollar terms, fewer shares make the same dollar value. So anyway, I'm not even going to go over the news. It's usually a news show or Obama's on there or somebody big's on there. But anyway, stock is making new 52-week highs, so we're going to continue to comment every time that breaks a significant threshold. And following up on this one again, also on the NASDAQ, JASO, JA Solar Holdings Company, 933 down 9, 6.5 million shares traded. 52-week high was 954, which it did on October the 11th yesterday, and it broke that again today. So here we are. Now keep in mind this big spike here. So I don't know, I haven't done any analysis on this. Technically, this stock has been in an uptrend for a while, and this is our 4th post since February the 11th at $4.96. So we're going to keep following it because of that as it breaks these new highs, but looks a little long in the tooth for me. But they do have some interesting news, and like I said, these solar plays seem to be starting to heat up again, so that may count for it, and so we'll keep watching it. And also on the AMEX, HDY, this Hyperdynamics Corp, 319 up 19, 1.37. Now I wanted to mention this first of all because they made another 52-week high. The last one was yesterday at 301. Now keep in mind the low was 65 cents on February the 9th. Had a really good build. Now we first mentioned this one. This is our 2nd post since $1.20 on May the 10th. So I don't know where that was. May the 10th, April, somewhere around here, when it's probably right there when it spiked. And it settled off, and then here we go. Now I don't know a lot about the play. It's in Papua New Guinea, I believe, offshore oil, Guinea. Okay, it just says Guinea Work Program and Budget. It isn't oil related or gas related. I'm not sure. They're doing 3D seismic surveys, so it's one to look into. Now this thing has has broken out, and if you look at the longer term chart, this stock's been up to that $3 level and never seems to be able to get through there. So if you look at the 5-year chart, it really doesn't tell you anything here, and we're approaching these levels where it always seems to sell off from. So keep that in mind, but trending with the volume looks okay, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Just wanted to update it because it made another new high. And lastly, on the AMEX VHC VirnetX Holding Corp, 1631 at 56. This is probably the last time we're going to comment on this stock. It's just gone too crazy without any news really to back it up. This is our fifth and probably last post since $5.90 on February the 19th. We posted it at 6:38 on May 17th, 12:14 on September 20th, 13:59 on September 28th, and you'll notice here that just recently on October the 6th it went to $20, back to 16.31. I would not hold this below 15. I'm not trying to advise you. I don't know anything about the company, but just technically it's just gone vertical here. Now they had some security software, internet related. They won a lawsuit against Microsoft, and now they're suing a whole bunch of companies. I think they're suing, if you check this release here on August the 12th, I think they're suing Cisco and Apple and a whole bunch of other big companies, sort of Dave and Goliath story as I mentioned before. So it does show earnings there, but related mainly to that $200 million, and I don't know if that's going to be recurring or if that was a result of the Microsoft lawsuit. Anyway, I don't mean to ramble on here, but thought I should update it again because it did make that $20 high recently. That's about it for today. Do your homework. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Guru Trader videos and tweets are daily snapshots of 5 to 7 very active small and microcap stocks from all North American stock exchanges. We simply track stocks that are trading up significantly on news or making new highs on very high volume without any further consideration of company fundamentals. The point is to save time by focusing on only those stocks that are moving right now. Guru Trader symbols come from filtering market movers and from subjective observations. Our software cross-references today's volume actives, percent gainers, and dollar gainers, which are filtered down to just lower price stocks. We then look at each stock's charts for apparent uptrends and news headlines for obvious one-day-only events to exclude, like a buyout, or for longer-term growth-related news like financials, drill results, patent approvals, etc. to include. This is similar to how many traders look for new stocks as a starting point for further research with their financial and investment advisors. This is not an advisory service, and conflicts may exist as we sometimes take positions, or featured stocks may have bought online advertising or IR support services. Any content published by Investors Guru Small Cap Stock Observer is subject to the terms of our privacy policy and disclaimer at investorsguru.com. For our other small cap stock channels, follow Twitter's Guru Trader tweet in real time on your PC or mobile device at twitter.com/investorsguru. Subscribe to watch YouTube's Investors Guru video channel at youtube.com/investorsguru. Search Investors Guru at facebook.com and add us as a friend to see our videos, tweets, etc. that are all synced to post on our wall. It's free to sign up at investorsguru.com stock community for comprehensive quotes, newsletters, profiles, forums, etc., or to update your portfolio, watch list, alerts, and news by email preferences. Thanks for watching.